Welcome, I'll be reacting to Rabbit Proof Fence. Over on Patreon, I asked everyone what their favorite background music style is. Popular songs, original songs, classical music, or original instrumental. It looks like this was an easy one. Pretty much everyone, including myself, voted for original instrumental. A few of the comments included, saved my allowance for weeks to get Danny Elfman's Batman score as a kid, but accidentally bought Prince's soundtrack instead. I cried, I was so disappointed. But eventually I learned to really dig Prince, so it worked out. And I hope you also got the Batman score eventually, because that one's good. Another comment was, I think it depends on the movie. For a period piece, I love when they put in music of the time, but for something epic, hopefully there's an equally epic original score to go with. I agree. You know, for films like Pride and Prejudice, you want some lovely early 19th century, late 18th century music in the background. But when it comes to Star Wars, dun 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 dun. Let me know in the comments, do you like it when they put songs in the background or instrumental? I don't know anything about Rabbit Proof Fence other than it came highly recommended, and based on the poster, it looks like we're going to have an amazing cast. This is a commentary. It is not a market substitute. Please support the original. And no spoilers when recommending movies, just list the title and year of release.
Yano lajo ngaringon ba mayanga geni wala manor kaya bare ko joan ba.
I don't know much about the history here. Just from the little they've shown us in the intro, it sounds pretty dire. How beautiful though. The landscape, not what's going on. They're tracking something. Dinner time.
Well, what about the fathers? Moved on.
I don't trust those two chaps. As they said earlier, they could just take the children. I had a feeling this was too idyllic. Something's about to go down. If I stop now, it's a happy movie. Can we leave it here? What is with the Comic Sans font in the 1930s? That's what I want to know.
I'm authorizing their removal. They're to be taken to Moore River as soon as possible.
That's a lot of paperwork. But he's gotten very detached about all this.
Come for the three girls, Maud! No! Can't bring them up in a blackfellas camp.
No, this is my kid, mine!
It's the law, Maud.
No!
I've got no say in it.
No, mine! No!
Or were they just saying on Star Trek, just because it's the law doesn't make it just, doesn't make it ethical.
Come on, little one. You sit up and you stay. I got the papers, Maud! There's nothing you can do here, old girl! Nothing you can do!
No. Should have stopped earlier on.
Hundreds of half-caste children have been gathered up and brought here to be given the benefit of everything our culture has to offer.
Except their family. The love of their parents, or their mother anyway. This is a very 1930s green color. I do appreciate the attention to detail there.
Follow me.
Will they at least let the three of them stay together? Or are they going to split them up even more? Oh great, they locked them in. Well, I guess otherwise they'd run away, you know, back to their family.
Move!
Alright, guess she's in charge.
Breakfast now. Come on. Go, all of you.
Not yet. You're with nuns now. They'll probably want to pray.
Thank you for the world so sweet. Thank you for the birds that sing. Thank you, God, for everything.
How in the world do you think this is a sweet world? You kidnapped children and are barely feeding them.
Doesn't that feel better?
Like, no.
Thank you, Miss Jessup.
They've probably just kind of washed in the river before now. I was like, what's soap? It smells weird.
For the old plantation and for the old folks at home.
Very good.
This is so wrong. But the dog is cute. Oh no, are they going to split them up? I was worried about this. Great sound design, hearing her breathing and just anxiety.
Come on.
Nope.
Thank goodness.
Push it towards me.
Poor kids have probably never used a broom before. Cut them some slack.
Thank you, Voodoo.
What are they gonna do to poor Olive?
Gently, young lady. Did you really think you'd get away with it?
Nobody here got any mothers.
We have a mother. We
I
remember
got
her.
mother.
I just realized in the intro, when she was speaking, it was her original language for the narration. And here she's being forced to speak English, which makes the intro more powerful, that she somehow reclaims her true language to tell her story.
We're going home to mother.
It's a long way.
How are we gonna get there? Walk.
But they managed it, and the gods must be crazy. So I have faith. That tracker looked like he was good at his job. But I would do the same thing in their position. You're breaking a lot of branches there. And you don't have horses. And it hasn't rained yet. Oh, here we go. That's better. You better keep walking, though. At least they just need to find the fence and then keep following it. And they'll get there eventually.
I wondered when I saw her. Too much of their mind. Unfathomable.
Actually, it's pretty easily fathomable if you have any empathy.
Track is not gonna get us. Come on,
Yeah, you better keep moving, though.
we gotta keep going. Come on, Grace.
Maybe get in the water. Use that to cover your tracks a bit more.
Hurry up, in the water. We need to cover our tracks.
The only problem is they're going to be slower this way. And he's smart, he'll probably figure it out. But he won't know which way they went, upstream or downstream. I think what I would have done is gotten out on the other side and walked through like mud or something to try and make it look like I went that direction. And then like jumped or like covered up my tracks on the way back and then gone up or downstream. At this point, they might want to just hide. Yeah. This doesn't seem safe.
Here. We'll watch out for him, eh?
I wouldn't build a fire. It's like, hello, I'm here. I'm so worried for these three.
We're lost.
Well, right now it doesn't matter that you're lost. What matters is that you're not caught.
North.
What'd you say?
They've run away from Moore River. They're gone. Everybody's looking for them.
She's like, good for them. Ooh, eggs. But I guess they'd have to eat them raw. How would you hard-boil an egg on a fire? Note that brown spots may appear on the shells and on the egg itself, but it is still edible. So they could grab a bunch of eggs and then cook them later that night.
And what do you think you might be up to?
Oh, no.
Thieving my eggs, eh? You come out here where I can... Where you girls planning on going?
She actually seems nice.
That rabbit-proof fence.
Yes, the rabbit-proof fence.
Where that rabbit fence?
East.
Good, now she has a direction at least. But they can't get too close to the fence because people work on it and they might get spotted. So kind of find it and then walk parallel. And hopefully the correct direction. I'm so invested in them getting home at this point.
Who a month ago ran away from the Moore River native settlement. He would be...
Well, don't get sloppy now though. Just because it's been a month, he's probably still tracking. Because that's his entire job. And they have his daughter.
Put your man out here on the fence north of this junction. He can start to come down it to meet them. I'll have Mudu come up from the south behind them.
Let them go home. This is why I said don't get too close to the fence. Follow it, but like over a mile away. No, don't wait there. Don't split up. Don't split the party.
You're the only one, so right? Come on. Come on. You get 2 rabbit-proof fence.
All right. We got 3 of them.
No.
We're on the wrong fence.
Now, if you cut across here, you save yourself 100 miles or
Nice.
so. It's not hard.
Not to mention it keeps them away from everyone trying to find them. I do like that random people are helping them. I mean, one terrible thing they could do, though, is they do know where they're going, which is to their mother. I'm worried that they'll send people there.
You can sleep with me tonight. I'll get you some food.
Time to go, because he'll turn you in.
Please don't go. He come back if you go.
Maybe you should run away along with them. The sad thing is, these chaps won't even care what he was doing to her, or planning to do. No justice here.
We'll pick up the tracks in the morning.
He's so good at his job. The socks are helping to cover the tracks. Clever. Walking on the rocks. And they know kind of where they're going. You can't just go a different direction. I think the tracker's getting a little bit of respect for the kids, at least.
The reputation of this department is beginning to suffer.
I can assure you
Good.
that my men have better things to do than chase your charges all around the country.
She's pretty clever, that girl.
Baluna. Shit, Baluna.
Yes.
Come on, Gracie.
I appreciate that the mother is trying to find them, but by moving, it makes it harder to find her. Problem is, her sister's the hunter and gatherer. No. Gracie, hide.
In your capacity as local protector, you are to proceed to Jigalong to await their arrival.
That's what I figured they were going to do. That's the last time they had water. You can do it. It's not far. Just a little bit more. Hopefully this brings them strength. The spirit protector. And there's the fence.
Just some women's business.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, take a look.
No. Keep in mind, she's their mother. Wise move. Yes. But now you're gonna have to run away together. They're gonna come looking.
To Constable Riggs, Police Station Nullagine. At present, we lack the funds to pursue the missing half-caste girls, Molly and Daisy. I would ask
Good.
to be...
Oh my goodness.
Limba orang garengo, maroran bajula. Uyana nyanga, wedoga.
Ugh. Oh, is this real footage of them?
Ngayo ko dalali juyano, malago.
Wow. Until 1970? Yikes. O'Malley's daughter wrote a book that this film is based on. That was an absolutely gorgeous film. The directing style, the cinematography, the lighting design, and what a story. I was completely invested from the very beginning. So much tension, even though there wasn't a lot of action. And it was just made all the worse by knowing this is basically a true story. I'm sure they took a few fictional embellishments of it, but definitely it seems like they did that in this time period. And these two survived the horror of basically kidnapping and forced servitude, brainwashing, absolutely heart-wrenching. And then at the end, finally getting that reunion, even though they did lose one. If you've read the book, let me know in the comments. Sounds like it's a good read.